And we're back. And we're back. Get the starting soon screen off there. Ooh, we're colorful today. Look at us being all yellow and pink. And we're vibing. Okay. Okay. What about me? You want to know where I'd be in 5? Today we're just running it back. More figures. Then more work on that one character commission. And that's it. She can't. Oop. I've started this new tech where instead of making the background gray, because that loses contrast and then potentially makes my content less engaging, I've started putting a black but transparent PureRef document over my Clip Studio while working in Clip Studio. So for me, the contrast is reduced, but for you guys, we're working black on white. We'll see how that works. And like, if you guys get exhausted from looking at the white paper, then we can talk. But for now, I want to try this out. Maybe that's a little much. Make it a little more transparent. There we go. Go, Andy. It's your birthday. Okay, and now, as always, we pull up line of action. Gonna be doing some 30-second gestures. Almost there. I just need to get the figure reference ready. Hello, good morning. And in case I don't see ya, good day, good evening, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Each for 30 seconds. Do it like this, do it like that. Let's roll. Good boy. Oh, and the fucking sound. We're doing a lot of energy off the bat today. Oh, can't do that. I can mute the tab. Like so. Actually, give me a second. I'm just gonna find some reference for inspiration. Have you played Clair Obscur Expedition 33? I just started it. I think I'm like 5 hours in. It's a very interesting, intriguing game so far, and the environments are crazy good looking. I mean, I like the character design as well, actually. It looks really nice. It's a game that looks really nice, looks really interesting. There's a lot of interest in that game. And apparently, my mates are telling me that it only gets better from here. So that's something we can be excited about, I guess. So I think a good goal for today with these 30-second gestures is to simplify sort of my mark making, simplify the strokes that I make, be a little less scratchy with it if we can. That feels like a decent goal. Yeah. Okay, I think that's enough. That's enough reference gathering for now. Yeah. I just wanted to have like a bit of an intention. And that intention, once again, simplify, fewer strokes, more intentional gestures, less scratchiness. Cool. This is that one Anderson Paak Grubhub concert that I actually have name dropped once in my streams because it's such a good like online concert. Now we're finally listening to it. It's not so. Yeah, try that again. 30 more seconds. Let's go. That's 30. What? Because these are becoming 1 minute drawings. A lot of them. I saw Alwyn's drawings in the Discord yesterday, and they kind of had a bit of the opposite approach, where he was putting down a lot of lines to like feel out the gesture. So that's definitely an approach you can take as well. And that's 30. That's insane. What approach? Well, you can look at Alwyn's drawings in the Discord, but essentially he'd be doing stuff like feeling out, really feeling out the gesture, it felt like. And just like a bunch of like gestural feeding into each other. And I'm overdoing it a little bit. But it was like very, what's that guy? Bern Hogarth kind of. Very masses flowing into each other, feeling out the gesture, drawing through. Something like this. Which, I mean, you can tell that's got a completely different feel than what I usually do, right? It's like really like throwing curves into other curves into other curves. I don't know why that approach just never resonated with me very much. I think it became a little too fluid at times. Of course, not quite fully Burn Hogarth, but my problem with Burn Hogarth is that it kind of like, it lacks bones, it lacks structures. I just checked that that is actually his name, Burn Hogarth. That's the guy I'm thinking of. Nah, I'm not gonna put that evil on Alwyn. It's more Mike Matese. It's more the guy who wrote the Force books. Yeah, it's more that. Oh, hey, Alwyn. I was just talking about how your gesture drawings are different than mine. And they're much more like morning. Really like bouncing gestures into gestural curves into other gestural curves. Feels like very Mike Matese kind of drawing through the forms. You do be bouncing. I'd be bouncing too. I just be bouncing more with like, I don't know. I guess I'm trying to think of shape more recently. But I'm trying a bit of a different approach right now because, why not? It's not that much. No, I see it. I see what I saw yesterday. 30 seconds of gesture a day keeps Jacob away? No, no, no. You're not going to keep me away with 30 seconds. That's an insane low amount of time of drawing a day. If you want to see any results. It's like 1.5 hours of 30-second gestures a day keeps Jacob away. Alan, have you read the Force books? Is that anything you think about? Haven't done 30-second drawings for a while. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Really just trying it out because it's been a while. The Force books, the Mike Matesi Force books. It just kind of looked like from your drawings that you might be familiar. Never heard of them. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. They kind of have that curve into curve into curve, draw through the form, only think about energy kind of approach to gesture. You're feeling lazy today? Stop. Quit feeling lazy right now. Go, go, go. You don't really design at all? Oh, that's a pity. See, so that's... Oh, man. That feels so bad. I don't know, but maybe that's what people want you to do when you do 30-second gestures. I just hate that. I just hate the idea that, oh, I'm not trying to achieve something specific. Maybe it is like an exercise to encourage intuition. Go more for some feeling of motion or weight. Yeah, yeah. Right. Well, I think that's the point. But, I mean, and maybe that's just me, but you can design that feeling of motion or weight, right? And presumably, it would be stronger and you would learn more from designing that feeling of motion and weight. You're going to go for a few more, and then you're going to do them a bit more consciously. Yeah, who the heck knows, man? Yeah, giving an impression of the feeling. Yeah, yeah, sure. I mean, this is what people say. I just feel like I just keep feeling like if I'm not thinking, if I don't have a conscious thought, like what's the use of the exercise to me? Like if I don't go, okay, I'm trying to do like as long a curve as I can do in this one. To extend that motion, to extend that sort of. But I'm probably oversimplifying. We're probably oversimplifying. There most likely is some conscious thought going like, okay, well this is the sort of impression. And then whether or not you put it into words or whatever, maybe that's not as important as long as you go, I want to give this impression with this drawing. It's probably fine. You do have thoughts. They're just not yet designing thoughts. Well, I mean, even basic design choices are design choices. Right? Even ideas like, oh, S curve or upward force or would be designing. It's not that I have all the answers. I keep returning to 30-second gestures once in a while, exactly because there is this mystery to me where I'm like, well, is this useful? Okay, let's try to do it a little bit. I wonder if that does anything. Okay, let me go back to my regular practice. Male, male. Banger, banger. I played my latest greatest song. All right, we can skip the Q&A at the end. I just answer some question about fast food. We can skip that bit. He gets into a lot of stuff, but it's got to have some sort of grease to it. There we go. Wait, I had a queue. I had a whole ass queue. This was not the queue. This was the queue. All right. Yeah. One day we'll learn. I think I'll ask Instagram. I'll ask all my followers. I'll be like, anybody smart know a good reason why we do these 30-second gestures? He's got real short legs. This is a good ass Tiny Desk concert as well. I like long legs. Cool. Warm up. We'll do some longer ones. She would have been the soup, guys. Oh, he looks scared. Give me a second. Better. Okay, now doing some longer drawings. These are at least 2 minutes, but they usually end up being like 5 because I don't really restrict myself. This is just me when I do like a first pass on a figure. It usually looks like this. I can raise my table a little bit. All right. That didn't feel very dimensional, though. I can feel that it's been a while since I've done some hand studies as well. I'm relying on like a copy of my knowledge about hands. And I have to do a refresher on that soon. Which is nice. I like drawing hands. Joshua Johnson on them drums. So much joy in this tiny desk. It's really nice. Very enjoyable. And this is annoying me. I just want to redo that hand. This song is so crazy impactful. Alright, that's silly. Let's try this one again. It's closer. I still don't think I got it. But it's closer to the gesture. All right, time to lower the table, lock in. Cool, cool. We've been drawing so many faces from below that I have identified my new weakness to be faces from above. This is really good. This is a sign of progress, but it also means, and it also means that we know what to draw now, which is great. So I will just find some of that to draw for a little bit. What a great concert. Tank and the Bangers. I drew a face yesterday that was supposed to be like looking down and viewed from the side at the same time. And then I had something like this. And then I noticed that I wasn't really able to tilt it downwards further while keeping the left right angle the same. Like I wasn't able to draw that properly. And that's when I realized I need to nail down faces from above and the nuances of how to angle them. A little bit more of this like free study drawing, and then we'll get on to the character commission. You're welcome. Hi, hi. How are you today? Pretty good, pretty good. Just doing those morning warm-ups. How are you? How are you yourself? Nice, nice. Good to hear. Have you played Clair Obscur Expedition 33? I just started. Pretty good. Pretty good game. And like yesterday, I almost learned how to parry. Yeah, I like the warm-ups just as a way to... It's especially on days where I don't necessarily have a lot of time for drawing, which luckily I do today. But since I care so much about drawing specifically, it's a really nice way to ensure that I do some of that. Clair Obscur, I hear it's game of the year. I hear it's game of the year, or it's supposed to be. It's going to be. Trust. My friends are really vouching for it, at least. It's like a JRPG type of game, but it's got really nice, fun designs, and well, I guess that's most of it. Story is supposed to be real good. Most of the time, you doodles a warm up. Oh, that's good too. That's good too. Yeah, also supposed to be not super long, which is kind of big part of how they convinced me to play it. I wasn't ready to like commit to like a long ass game, but if it's like, I think a friend of mine did it in 39 hours, that's like fine. I can do that. I can overcome that. You've been away from games for some years. Oh, well then no need to go back. I mean, don't let me be the enabler. I had a couple years where I needed a break from games too. Old laptop died 6 years ago. Games and drawing. What did you do then? What else is there to do? I've only ever heard of games and drawing. I guess there's also sports. Did you do sports for 6 years? You were bored like crazy? Yeah. Fishing. Okay. That does sound boring. You love fishing but can't go all the time? That's fair, man. That's fair. I guess a lot of people do like it. There must be something to it. I've never been fishing. All comes down to cost. It's expensive to go fishing? See, I had no idea. Depends on the type of fishing and where you live. Of course, transport. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This eye is bad. On the fish ticket. There's fish tickets? Is catch and kill for dinner. I just kind of thought you kind of did it. You just kind of went fishing. You're paying to take home as well. Dude, the more you know. Literally no idea. Most fly fishing places you have to kill to control the stock levels. Huh. Okay. Had some drawing for this morning. Did the music pause? It did. It's back. All right, let's work on this one for a bit. Coarse fishing can be 6 pounds a day. That sounds fine. All right, let's see here. Wrong reference doc. Sea fishing, you don't need a license. Right. Yeah, so this is character originally by Miss Me for the Way on Instagram. And then they wanted to draw this in your style, so I'm doing a drawing of them. And then I took I started from this one. Started from this look. It's like a demon queen look is the idea. And then I gave her like a magical focus and some spell that she could be doing. The lines are like all but done. They just need some reinforcing in certain spots, but really mainly done. Oh, these are supposed to be pitch black. I forgot. Anyway, we're going to be doing some coloring today. One day you'll have the money to commission me. Oh, for sure, probably. One day I'll do commissions. You just need to save up. The color scheme is a little bit interesting here. With the blue for a demon queen, we're going to see how well we can work with that. He does everything thing. Everything. All right. You love my style and want to finish your OC. That's so nice. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see. I think it'll just be like a stream or two, so we're done with this one. Can't imagine that it's going to take much longer. Yeah, it's supposed to be like a spine on the whip. Just kind of doing a clown pass here, just putting in all of the masks, and then we can adjust the colors afterwards. But one thing I do want to do is maybe grab all these lines. Because it's in the description of the character that the horns on the crown are pitch black. And sometimes what you can do is like flip the line color for that. Lurk, go ahead, go ahead. I suspect we've got a couple of other people doing the same thing. I quite like this hair skin color combination. Feels pretty nice. You'll talk now and then to stay counted as a viewer. Really? You have to do that? You're not a viewer if you're just like watching the stream? It does look nice. Yeah, it does. It's not my color comp, so I can't take credit for it, but it's cool. Twitch sometimes counts lurkers as bots. Huh. That's insane to me for several reasons. Also because like there's a bunch of streamers that have like tens of thousands of viewers, but those can't all be chatters. Yeah, most people lurk. That's kind of what I'm saying. I think the typical Twitch viewer in general is like a quiet Twitch viewer. But I guess that's only working on a hunch. And like looking at speed of chat versus viewer counts for streamers I watch. But for sure, definitely feel free to lurk. You don't gotta feel obliged to chat. The stream is also intended to allow viewers to lock in while I'm drawing. You can draw. Oh, I forgot. There you go. Feels more unified that way. No, don't worry. I was just talking about how you don't have to feel obligated to chat or to be on the stream or anything. That this is a safe space to just tune in and then go lock in and draw your own thing. No sorries allowed here. Do your thing, man. Hang out. Banter, banter, banter. He like me for real? Right. The magic whippy sort of thing. And I think, whoa, that was an effect. What? That's a subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sound effect was crazy. Like a proper build up and everything. Thanks for subscribing. That was kind of like, it was kind of like the sound effect in Clair Obscur when like an enemy is charging up like a crazy attack, and you have to, because you have to parry it. When an enemy attacks at a certain, you have like a I don't know, like a 10 millisecond window where you have to press a button to parry. It's not much, but helps me out. Does indeed. Does indeed. Oh shit, the subscriber only emotes. Yes, yes, yes. Make sure you get your money's worth. You love that emote. Oh, no worries, no worries. I guess I need a little bit more space. You will lurk now. Do it, I believe. I believe you can do it. You were so close just before. Yes, that's what happens. But then we grab this. Well, I guess we grab this. Good. And now we remove the clipping mask and we do like a stroke effect. That's black. And then it shows up on every color. I still probably like it better on like a non-white background. Another banger Tiny Desk. With like the extra stroke turned off. I just like the look of that. But say we do present on a white background, which I guess I'm unresolved. We can just have that extra stroke there. Now the FX is something I'm gonna have to figure out. Not entirely sure yet how I want to do that. It's probably just a matter of finding like a good color for it. It's probably something like that. It's probably something like that. And then she's got like heterochromia. So it's one left is gold. And right one's blue, like indigo. That's a bullshit I don't need. Cool. And then like a cell shading type of deal. I want to try like a warm color for the shadows, just because I feel like thematically that works well for like a demon queen. Oh right, yeah. I have quite a wide monitor, so I have a lot of space to work on. That's just canvas. But no, I do indeed have menus on the side that I look at, or that I use. Tool properties and stuff. Yeah, sounds good. Me too, I think. Or actually, well, maybe not. My brush window is kind of a mess. It looks like this. I've got so many brushes that that I don't use. But I know where to find the ones that I do use, so it's like fine. Don't like the pencils and clip? I don't know. I just do so many custom brushes. I don't know which clip originals I am using, because it's so much just like brushes imported from Photoshop, brushes I made myself. Most of the brushes I use as well are quite simple, because I have this comic-y lined style. I don't really need a lot of like complexity in most of my brushes. That's how that works. Medibang pencils look and feel. Yeah, I don't know those. Jason. It's a different program. I see. Never. Well, I must have heard it at some point. Like, the name is not that unfamiliar, but it's not something I hear a lot, I can tell you that. Try the watercolor blending? Okay, okay. Always feel I'm lacking. Program's free. That's always nice. Oh, this is a lasso fill type of situation. All right, but let's think about it still though. Can't just spam shapes. Okay. And like let's do like a little overlay layer with some gradients and stuff. What's that? This one? Is this the one? We'll see. We'll see. Yep. Cool. Nice. I don't. On one hand, I like the contrast. I like the play between the blue and the red here. But I think the effects on the chain are like clashing. Then you have the more analogous composition where you still have that interplay between like the purple and the red. Contrast isn't as stark, so it's not guiding the eye as much. And then the effects seem like look whack. The effects look out of place. Yes, I'm still watching. Yeah, hard choices, hard choices. Oh, okay. Hard pivot. Do a second accent color. I don't even think that's that bad. I don't like this. The only problem with this is it feels less Demon Queen to me. When I go triadic like this. I mean, I'd also want to put it in several spots. Yeah, you agree that it feels less Demon Queen? Yeah. What hue is this? It's like quite pink actually, it's not very red. Yeah, color not my forte. Something I just do sometimes is one of your weaknesses? Yeah. Probably is one of mine too. It's just I also don't care about it as much as I care about other elements, which is why it's weaker. So what I oftentimes do is I'll find pieces that have colors that I like, and then I'll just use that. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just looking at my ArtStation saved collections. I have one that I've just named color. That's just like color combinations that I enjoy. And oftentimes that can help me, just looking at that. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Definitely could. Probably a pretty good call. Probably a pretty good call. I just want to try something here. Not sure we're gonna do this, but just wanted to try to introduce some like variation here in the dress. It doesn't have to be texture, but I wanted to try it. Gotta get the goddams off you. Oh, there's some variation in the color of the hair. Oh, and you need kind of like a some shadows as well. All right. Highlights. Highlights. And then I think we're done. Background. We could just present on this white. Kind of works. But I want to try something else as well. At least try something else. Awesome. Amazing. Cool. Shout out, little boat. I've always thought this concert was very, very funny because of the presentation of these down bad club bangers as like acoustics. It's got the same vibe as the T-Pain one, the T-Pain Tiny Desk. Tiny Desk? Yeah, we're listening to Tiny Desk concerts. This is Drom's Tiny Desk concert. You hear no music? Huh? Really? You hear no music? You don't? What's up with that? Yeah. Oh, it's there. It's just very, very quiet. Right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's look into that. Ain't no telling. Let's see here. Um, but that's so strange because in my OBS, it looks like the music is quite loud. But I guess I'm all the way up here, which I shouldn't be. I should be like there, and then might be OBS playing up. Okay, let's try. Do I have another one queued? I don't, so we'll just. If I'm at -10, -5, you should be at NPR music. Yeah. NPR, Tiny Desk. Um, how's the levels now? Is it still low? Levels are good now. Okay. Let's do the clipping one again. We have 20 minutes. Thanks for following. That's a follow, right? I believe that's the sound of it. It is indeed. Sir Cats, thanks for following. Yeah, let's do the clipping Tiny Desk. We have time for that. Welcome follower, have a cookie. Okay. And then maybe, I don't know, we could just take a second to just like polish the line work in the face a little bit. Just the littlest of bits. Clean it up a little bit. So the zoom looks nice. This is probably low again though, right? But I guess they're doing like an artistic thing where they're starting quiet, ramping it up later. Okay. Oh, and then I wanted to do like hello there, Sir Cats. How are you doing? I sense that the audio levels thing is gonna be a problem in like is gonna be a theme in the next couple of streams that I can't figure that shit out. It's fine. Well, one day we'll get there. I'm really latching onto that demon queen part of the character. I'll probably export one version that doesn't have like the blood on the skull because it's like that at one step further. Cool. Also doing good. Sorry, Sir Cats. I went off on a tangent about the art and the music. Also doing good. Thanks for asking. The skull now looks like it's sucking blood in or spitting it out with the whip. Well, yeah, it is. It is spitting it out with the whip. There's like several ways to go with this. I don't know what's the most impactful one. I do like that she's like very regal and clean. And the contrast of that with the blood somewhere and to some extent, I think feels really cool. It's just a matter of how much and where. Like there's something interesting about, oh, she's handling death and she's like a demon queen, but her hands are clean. Like that's an interesting take to me. But what was also interesting was like, no, she's so pretty and regal, but she gets her hand dirty with like demon queen stuff. I don't know what's the most impactful. BRB needs to reboot your PC, huh? All right. Well, depending on the time. I mean, I'm gonna be gone in 15 minutes, just so you know. The one thing that I really want to try, the one thing that I really want to try in terms of background is like putting her in where are we at here? Well, pseudo pitch black, and then floors made of blood. Because that feels very Demon Queen to me. If we do that, I would want to back. Okay, that was fast. If we do that, I would want to do like a stroke on the outside. Sometimes it stops working, other times it'll scramble your keyboard buttons. I mean, fair enough. Then you just do a restart, everything's good. Man, this is just good rap, guys. It's just really good rap. Actually, this isn't quite right, because we want to. If we do this approach, I think we want it to seem like this blood lake continues forever and ever and ever. It is, and you don't normally listen to rap. It's good. Clipping is good shit. Clipping is really good shit. That's so funny. This one is called Dodger. It's about low-level analyst whose sort of job is to catch people who have to track people who have unplugged from the internet, and then she catches one. You know, rap shit. But that's clipping. That's the type of music they like to do. It's always narratively and musically quite complex. And then the other thing that we need to do is grab everything. Grab everything. And then merge everything. Put it below everything. Do some warbliness in the surface. And mask some of it. And then we've got reflections. You can also do a gradual masking because reflections will be a little stronger nearer to their source. Would it be okay if you give a suggestion? Sure, go ahead. It might, nothing might come of it, but you can suggest a way. Red mist in the background? Let's try it, why not? I was considering just like doing a little bit of atmospheric perspective somehow. And I think that's a decent way of doing it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I had that same feeling that something had to be happening in the background, but it was a good call. And the mist was a good idea. I'll credit where credit is due. It was a good idea. You had a good idea. Let me just see. There's like one thing. Don't I have it open? Don't I have his Instagram open? Nope. Closed it. Art of Maki. Here we go. There's this one Art of Maki piece that has like a cool presentation flourish. I just want to see if I can steal it. Maybe not. Maybe we can't. And then this guy, I think we need to delete, erase the bits around the horns because they don't need like that double stroke effect. It works with just a single one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was pretty cool. Seems pretty cool to me. Yes. Oh man, this is. Oh, I really care about this thing. It's this idea that you find like the narrative thematic core of what you're doing. Right. So you want a demon queen, and then you figure out like just like the fundamental decisions that we didn't really, but we found some of them. It would be like, what does she do as a demon queen? Oh, I guess she fights people with this blood whip. Or like, where is she from? What's the emotional hit that I want when you see her? And I wanted regal, I wanted intimidating, and I wanted like dangerous and elegant. Like that sort of mix of decisions is what I wanted in this piece. Like regal, elegant with intimidating, dangerous, and she's a demon queen. And then once you have that thematic, emotional narrative core, the decisions, yes, they do start to like make themselves. Oh, how do I make her feel elegant but intimidating? Well, maybe I take this beautiful vibe of elegance and kind of like perfection and cleanliness, and I juxtapose that with like bloodiness and the sea of blood, and all of a sudden I have that bit of interest that I wanted from the beginning. Like that decision kind of just logically makes itself once I know what I'm going for. It's part of the reason why I'm really like so adamant about knowing what I want from a drawing before I start, because then a lot of the decisions they make themselves. Maybe like a grain, like a film grain. Do we need that? No. Could it be fun? Maybe. Get that work, make that work. What are we playing now? Snarky Puppy? I haven't heard this one. Oh. I'm literally almost done. I just got to figure out a way to like overlay this film grain in a way that feels nice. Could literally just be like a screen and then tone down the... I think we're just going to do that. How do I do that? Maybe it's like a curves. I want a curves adjustment, and then I want... Nope. I want to filter out all the green and blue. Does that add anything? I think it's a little too much. Everyone else you see keeps stuff clean? Yeah, well, but we've been doing a lot of texture with this one. Well, not everyone else. I'm gonna call cap on that. But with a lot of people, they just do it so subtly that you don't really notice. Like this is still almost clean, but it does have like 30% of a film grain with some screen on it. It's like quite a small difference, right? A lot of artists do that. But it works fine without it. That's definitely. Just sometimes it's cool to add a little bit. I know, like, for example, like Ian Su does it a lot. Adds some grain. Adrian Bush always puts a noise on his pieces. Um, you do see mostly anime style. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I rarely use texture like this, but sometimes it's a little fun. I'm not sure about it. I sort of like it. Yeah, it's fun to play with sometimes. Cool. I think we're done. I think we're done touching up and doing whatever. And okay, so that's today. Thanks for joining the stream. It was fun. It was fun. Had fun, and we finally finished another one of these pieces. This is the 4th out of 5. Draw this in your style winners. See you on the next one. Until then, have a good one. Goodbye.